All right, welcome back to the channel. So Bob Arum says, well, he actually admits that he has prevented the fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford because of the belts and the sanctioning bodies and all the stuff that Bob Arum had talked about recently over the years. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please sure that you like and subscribe to the channel to get all your latest boxing news. With that being said, Bob Arum had some strong words to say recently, and he says that he actually admits that he didn't never want the fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. Because of the way the belts are and the sanctioning bodies and stuff like that. Here's what Bob Arum had to say. Bob Arum says that Undisputed is stupid, and it makes no sense why they get a percentage, and basically it's a trophy belt that you have to pay for. And if you guys don't know the percentage of when you become Undisputed, it's 12 to 20% that they're taking out of the fighter's check and taking out of other people's check pockets as well. And Bob Arum says it makes no sense why we have all these belts, because I have to agree with Bob Arum why Undisputed is taxing so much, and just to Unify is taxing and all this other stuff. And back in, you guys know, Bob Arum time, when you had 2 belts, you were Undisputed. Then you had 3 belts, you was Undisputed. But now they have raised the belts to four Undisputed and stuff like that. And Bob Arum says that it's just stupid at the end of the day on trying to achieve Undisputed, and he had really no interest of making this fight with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. because of the belts in the sanctioning bodies that takes this much money out of these fighters' checks. And Bob Arum also stated that who's really going to pay for this fight. So Bob Arum is on numerous occasions talking about how he was never going to make the fight. If you guys go look back, I believe 2018 with Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, when they actually meet and talk to him about the fight, and I believe Errol asked Bob a question, when we're gonna make this fight happen and stuff like that. And then Bob Arum says that you want to stay far away from Terence Crawford. So Bob Arum had no interest of making a fight between the two fighters. And this is very interesting to me, because you got guys like Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez, and Oscar Valdez has recently did the press conference recently with Shakur Stevenson. Oscar Valdez says that he looks up to Canelo and talks about how he wants to be undisputed just like Canelo Alvarez is. And Shakur Stevenson, I don't know if he wants to be undisputed, but he wants to be undisputed as well eventually, I think. But Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson, that's a unification bout. So Bob Arum was looking to make a fight with Emmanuel Navarrete. So it basically avoided the big fights for Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez and stuff. You know, Oscar Valdez was not interested in fighting Shakur Stevenson, but he says, you know what, why not? I'm tired of running from Shakur. I might as well just fight him and stuff like that. So if Oscar Valdez goes for Undisputed, it's not going to be made, because Bob Arum says that Undisputed is stupid and he's not looking to make the best fights and the biggest fights possible. Now, I hate to disagree with Bob Arum, but I can't disagree with Bob Arum on this subject, because it's the sanctioning bodies. You know, they made all these belts, taxing these fighters for a belt. You know, the belts, the fighters make the belts. The belts doesn't make the fighters, you know. And Bob Arum, you know, he says, I really don't care about Undisputed. The fight between Terence Crawford was really never going to happen, because he felt like that Terence Crawford wasn't a big draw and stuff like that, and he also felt like that he wasn't going to give a return on his investment as well. And Bob Arum said this on multiple occasions, that said it a lot and loud and clear for the fans to hear, that he lost so much money on Terence Crawford that he can build a mansion from Beverly Hills from scratch. And this is to show you the proof that Bob Arum had no interest in all these years of making the fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. because of the lackluster and management promotion of Terence Crawford, of dogging his name out. And also, he was not looking to pay all this percentages and also pay for fights for certain type of fighters to get the fights that they deserve. And if they wanted to go after legacy, Bob Arum was not going to let him do that. And why do you think Terence Crawford is suing for $10 million? Because Terence Crawford says that he was promised by Bob Arum the Errol Spence Jr. fight, additional, I think he's going to get like additional $4 million on the back end to, if the fight wasn't made or some oddly reason, Terence Crawford was going to get extra money. But that wasn't the case, and you guys know the outcome of that. It never turned up. So this to show you the proof that Bob Arum never wanted this fight. He never wanted this fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford. But with that being said, Bob Arum is on record now stating that unifying the belts is just so stupid at the end of the day, because fighting for legacy, it makes no sense when you're getting taxed all this percentages, 12 to 20% for undisputed, and it's ridiculous at the end of the day. But Bob Arum is also blocking fighters for not wanting to achieve legacy if they don't care about paying the taxes or for certain percentages. But I have to agree with Bob Arum on why do you have to pay for a belt, and that's a trophy to you, but you got to pay for it. But with that being said, guys, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.